This is Starman, and as you can tell from the action-packed cover, this comic is wall-to-wall excitement. This character here, this is Starman, and that is also Starman there. And this character here, that isn't Starman, that is Starman's dad. He is dying in hospital, and up there it says Father's Day. So what I'm going to do on Father's Day, I'm just going to give my dad this comic instead of a Father's Day card. This comic, we start off, there is Starman, and take a good, long, hard look at him, because this is pretty much the only time you're going to see Starman in action in the entire issue. It's like a very special episode of Starman. What's happened is, his dad has fallen ill, and his dad walked out on him when he was little, so he's going to visit his dad in hospital, and he gets there, but they won't let him go in to visit, because his father is in intensive care. And he's trying to talk to the doctors, trying to get them to let him go inside, but none of them believe that he is really his son, because the dad never mentioned having a son. Then we cut back to his mum and his sister's house, and they see on the news that their dad is ill, and they're like debating whether or not to go because he walked out on them. Then we get the backstory about how the mum met the dad, and how the dad, he used to get fired all the time. He used to have loads of like jobs for a week, and then he would quit or he'd get fired. And then one day he just said he was going out to get a carton of smokes, and he never came back. And it really, like, he left the mum to raise the two kids by herself. And then we are back at the hospital, and Starman, he sneaks in to see his dad, and then his dad is like in a coma, so he's telling his dad, he starts off talking about the happy memories. He remembers playing with his dad and stuff. He's not talking about like when he walked out and stuff. And the happy memories, they bring the dad out of the coma. And if you look there is a lovely woman. I really like her. I would happily marry her. Sadly, this is the only time she's in the comic, this bit here. But she is very marriable, isn't she? Like, she should be in all the comics. And then we're back at the hospital, and Starman, he is talking to his dad about, he's like, why did you leave us? Why? And the dad starts telling a story about when he left. What happened was, he left to get some carton of smokes, and he found money in the street. And he even says that this money would help hold the family over for ages. It would help the children. It would hold them until he gets another job. But instead of being like the good person and going back to his family with the money, he instead saw the money and said, oh, I can use it to get on this bus and get far away as possible. And this really upsets Starman. He gets quite angry about it, and he starts talking about all the ways that the dad leaving messed up the family. Like, his mom had to work like 2 and 3 jobs at the same time, and he had to go to work as soon as he could, doing like working in a burger place and stuff like that. And the sister had to go into work straight away, and the dad, he's like critical. He's like, oh, you're jumping around with jobs just like me. You're a bum. You're a drifter like me. And this really angers him. He's like, no, I had to do this because of you. It's not my choice that I jumped from job to job. It was because I had to help the family, unlike you. And he gets so angry. And the dad's just like, yeah, you are just like me. You are a drifter. And he reveals that he is Starman. And the dad starts laughing. He's like, oh, I guess you're not like me then. And we end with the rest of the family arrive just in time for the dad to die. And we're left with this. They've kind of resolved a little bit of the baggage with the dad leaving, but none of them are really satisfied. They've only got a small sense of closure, and he's dead now anyway, and they're still kind of sad by that. And it's quite I suppose this is quite an emotional issue. It's kind of like, I imagine the writer, he recently suffered a loss like this, and he kind of channeled that into the writing. And you get the feeling that it's meant to be emotional and kind of like that. And then to undercut it all, there is a racist. This comic is like a soap opera, but it isn't like a soap opera because there's like no evil twins in it, and there's no conniving evil triplets, and there's no evil quadruplets or evil quintuplets. Like, he's got a sister, but they're not even twins. So, like, it is very inspired by daytime soap operas, I think, but it's also not inspired by them. It's just emotional. It's kind of like, this is kind of like this is a very, if you only read one issue of Starman, this is a bad one to start on, because you really have no connection to any of the characters. So you really just get the base level, kind of like the narrative. You understand that he's sad because it's his father, but like, you don't really have an investment in him beforehand. Anyway, this comic, it is good. I rate it 7 thumbs up.